I want to talk to you about worry. So there are no benefits to worrying. None. No benefits whatsoever. So we waste so much of our lives worrying about things that don't even happen. What we need to do is, instead of worrying, if we need to sit down and say, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? And if it happens, what will I do so that we can move forward? But worrying doesn't benefit us at all. It wastes our life. It wastes time. I mean, there is just nothing good that come from us. And, we can look at people who have spent their whole lives worrying, and they have, it has made them look older. It has made them age faster. And I mean, if we're honest ourselves, we spent way too much time worrying about things that we have no control over. If we can control it, we ought to, right? There ought to be some things that we do differently. There ought to be things that we do every single day to help us with the things that we're worried about or the things that we're concerned about. But we got to ask ourselves, this time that I'm spending worrying, can I spend this time focused on what I want to do, where I'm going, what my plans are for the future, what I need to be working towards, instead of worrying about things that will never happen. And then if they do happen, we are resilient. We can get past it. We can figure out how to get, if something happens, the worst happens, we can figure out what to do next. We can have a game plan if something happens so we can move forward. But you have to realize that worrying doesn't benefit you, and it steals your present. And if you think about it, the present is here for us to enjoy, not for us to be worried about the future. So just think about that today. Worry doesn't add any more to your life. It's a complete waste of time. It only makes things worse, and it doesn't help to change the situation. So think about today, what you're worrying about, what can you realistically do about it? What can you do? And once you figure out what you need to do, just start doing it. Don't waste another minute worrying about something you can't change. If you can change it, if you can make whatever you can do that. But if you can't do anything, then worrying about it is not going to change it. It's not going to make it happen. It's not going to make it not happen. So just do what you can, and then try not to worry about it. And I know it's hard because I'm talking to the choir here, right? I'm preaching to the choir. I know how hard it is. I know how easy it is to worry about something that I can't control. And if I can control it, I need to be taking some steps. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just working on the things that I can work on, and I'm giving the rest of it to God so he can handle it, so that I don't have to be worried about that. I don't have to let that stress me out. And so I encourage you to do the same thing. If you're worried about something, ask yourself, what do you need to be doing? What can you do to help the situation? What can you do right now, instead of worrying about it, instead of talking about it? Because talking about it makes a thing worse, right? We just need to look at what can we do to change our situation. What can we do to make things better? We need to be praying, writing down, okay, what do I need to be doing, and then taking those steps, instead of wasting that time and energy, wasting our present on something that we can't do anything about. Or if we can do something about it, we need to spend that time, instead of worrying, taking action towards what we need to be working towards. So spend this time today. Don't worry. Try not to worry. And I know it's hard, but try not to worry. But just look at what you need to do and then start doing that.